Hey guys, what is up? Kyle here, Sleeping Knight, back with kind of a different video for you guys today. Today we have a draft analysis as I have joined a new VGC league. It has been going on for a couple weeks now, and I was asked by my friend Happy the Xseed to join them because they had a team that dropped out. So he asked me to join them, and I accepted. And so we're gonna go over the team that I inherited and some of the changes that I made to it to try and make it a little bit more me that I was able to make due to me being a new team and inheriting a team. They kind of allowed me to make some changes to it and make it my own a little bit. So we're gonna go over the mods that I have. I am starting with one loss. One did not play loss, which really hurts me in the end in case I do have a tie with the other last place person in my division for a wild card spot, because one of the tiebreakers is like least did not plays. So in that sense it hurts me, but I did win my week 1 matchup, which was taking place literally like the next day that I inherited the team. So I haven't really had time to make this, put out this video, and I apologize for the lack of videos on my channel lately. I've had work and for the last like 4 days, and I haven't really been able to get anything uploaded, any quality stuff that has been uploaded. I've recorded some stuff, but then I realized that the microphone kind of was a little bit too close to my face, and that the audio was set a little bit too high. So it was recording some like puffs of air that you'll probably notice it a little bit in this video too, but the microphone is a little bit away from my body, a little bit away from my mouth this time. So hopefully there's no hopefully there's not too many problems. But we're gonna get into the mods that I have, why I think that they're a good fit for me, and why I ended up keeping or chose them on. So as you can see on the screen here, I am the Providence Brursarins, play on the Providence Bruins, which is the hometown hockey team of where I live. It's the AHL team, and I mix on Ursaring. So that's my team name. I'm the Brursarins. And my team so far is Altaria, Bronzong, Cresselia, Goth Rita, Haxorus, Infernape, Liepard, Luxray, Megabit, Blastoise, Milotic, RHyperior, Scizor, and Umbreon. And the mons that I dropped to get 4 of the mons that I had were Chansey, Ferrothorn, Jinx, and Skuntank, because I didn't really feel that they were my style. The team was obviously very bulky coming in. Umbreon, Milotic, however you pronounce it, Cresselia, Bronzong, Chansey, Ferrothorn. Those are all just defensive tanks, and they eat up hits. And that's not the style that I play. My style is more Perish Trap Trick Room. So I wanted to make the team a little bit more my style, which is why I'm happy that the owner of the league, Tyler Phantom Base, allowed me to make some changes to my team, and I am very grateful for that. So we're going to go into the mons that I have, their base stats, why I feel like they're a good fit for my team. First up, we have Altaria. Altaria doesn't have the best defenses, it doesn't have the best HP stat, doesn't have the best special attack stat. I wanted Mega Altaria, but Mega Altaria was already taken by Phantom Base himself. So we had to go with regular Altaria. Why do I have regular Altaria? It has Perish Song. And as you can probably tell with Goth Rita, it has Shadow Tag. And that makes up the Perish Trap portion of my team, which I don't feel as comfortable with using with Altaria as I would with Mega Altaria, but I'm gonna have to make do. Altaria does have Cloud9, So if I do sense like a weather-based team, I can kind of sense that and send out the Cloud9 Altaria, stop anything that any weather shenanigans. So like no Swift Swim, no droughts, no chlorophyll, none of that, because Cloud9 blocks that. It does have base 105 special defense, which is pretty decent defenses, pretty decent special defense, so it can be like a special defensive tank, but it's not as great as some of the other mons on my team, and I honestly don't know how often I'm going to use it. If I see a chance to use it, I'm obviously going to, because I do want to get Perish Trap off at least once this year. It is going to be very difficult using Altaria though. Next up we have Bronzong. I kept Bronzong because it has Levitate, it has Heat Proof. I use it on my OU through RU teams in singles, and I know it's a very good mon, I know it's a very defensive mon, and it can be very attack heavy too. Even if it gets set up like a Calm Mind or something, its special attack is basically the same as its attack. It's only 10 off, and it gets moves like Shadow Ball and Flash Cannon and stuff like that. Stuff that can hit hard. Levitate and Heat Proof are two very useful abilities, and it does have access to Gyro Ball, which is good because it is a very slow mon. I don't really know what else to say about Bronzong, to be completely honest with you. It can set up Trick Rooms, which I'm very thankful for, and I hope to get it set up for Trick Room, and then try and hit it with hit Gyro Ball and Flash Cannon, and maybe do some like Calm Mind shenanigans and stuff. Next up we have Cresselia. I hate using Legends. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. In VGC, I hate using Legends, but I had Cresselia, and I knew I couldn't drop it because I knew that someone else was immediately going to pick it up, and I knew it was going to bite me in the behind. So I have Cresselia, this 120 HP, 120 defense, 130 special defense monster that can eat up any hit, set up a Trick Room, hit an Ice Beam, Psychic, Energy Ball, what have you, Lunar Dance, attach lefties to it, give it a Mental Herb maybe, so that way taunts can't affect it, and it can definitely set up a Trick Room. So, it's Cresselia. I mean, I don't really know what else there is to say about it. If you know VGC, you definitely know Cresselia. Next up we have the latter portion of my Perish Trap duo, Goth Rita. Gothitelle was already taken, Mega Gengar was already taken in the draft, so I would get Goth Rita. It's not a bad Pokemon. Its HP leaves a little bit to be desired with Eviolite, but its base 70 defense and base 85 special defense with Eviolite is pretty bulky. It can take hits, it can set up Trick Room, it can Skill Swap, it can Heal Pulse, it can Psychic, it can Taunt. I don't think it gets access to Destiny Bond, which would be funny. I would love to use Destiny Bond Goth Rita, but I don't think it gets access to it. So it's a very versatile mon, even though it doesn't have access to good recovery. It is a very good mon to have in case I do want to happen to use Perish Trap that week, and it is a very viable replacement for a mon like Gothitelle. Next up we have Haxorus. I don't know how often I'm going to use Haxorus. I'm going to say that right off the bat. Its attack is fast. Its attack is fast. Its attack is very good, base 147 as you see on the screen there. And its speed is 97, so I mean I can Focus Sash it, Dragon Dance it, maybe even like Choice Scarf it or something, Dragon Claw. But there's something about Haxorus that I just don't really feel right about in VGC. I can Scarf it, use Rock Slide or something, which I may do in combination with like Infernape, which actually now that I think about it, it can be very fun. But I haven't really used Haxorus, so I don't really know what it can do. but I hope to be able to use Haxorus in a very effective way this year. Next up we have Infernape. Now Infernape, in my first match, week 2, against the Missouri Murkrow, it got 6 kills over 2 matches, which is insane. It is the leading killer right now in the league through 2 weeks, and I didn't even play week 1. I don't know what that says about Infernape. Maybe it'll help me, maybe it'll help take some of the attention off some of my other mons and prepare just for Infernape, because it does get stuff like Gunk Shot. It can be run either specially or physically. It can Mach Punch, Rock Slide, Fire Blast, Flare Blitz, Close Combat, Grass Knot. So it's a very versatile mon, and I'm happy that I have it. I wasn't too thrilled about it at first, but once I started getting used to it and using it, it's a very good mon to have, especially with that base 108 speed, which does outspeed stuff like Charizard and regular Salamence and Gardevoir and all that other fun stuff that can be problems in this I don't want to call it here, in this format. Next up we have Liepard. Now, I used Liepard, I used Goth Rita, and I used Altaria on a tournament called the Scrappy Skirmish, and all 3 of them performed exceptionally well. Liepard is fast, base 106 speed, gets access to Knockoff, Taunt, Encore, Fake Out. It's a very good mon, especially with that Prankster ability. It can Prankster T-Wave, Prankster Toxic. It can get stuff off first and fast. It doesn't outspeed Thunderous Eye, which kinda sucks about it, but I don't foresee Thunderous Eye being too much of an issue due to the mon that I have my eye on, which I don't know if it's official yet, but I have dropped one of these mons to pick up another mon, which I don't know if it's official yet, and when it becomes official I will make a video about it. But for now, we do have Liepard, base 106 speed, it Knockoff, Encore, Taunt, can be a very fun mon to use, and I look forward to using it a lot this year. Next up we have Luxray. Now, Luxray isn't a very good VGC mon, as its moves are more physically based, and its attack is more physically based and more single target attack based. It does have access to the Fangs, and it does have access to Intimidate, and I anticipate using Intimidate a lot more than Guts, because Intimidate is very, very much viable in VGC as opposed to Guts, because you want your opponents to be losing attack rather than you losing health. It doesn't have the greatest speed, but under Trick Room it can work wonders. It does get access to Wild Charge, Volt Switch, Ice Fang, Crunch, so it's got a lot of good moves. I look forward to using it and trying to get to know a little bit more about Luxray throughout the season. Next up we have Milotic. Now Milotic is a specially defensive beast, and with Marvel Scale, if it gets toxicked or paralyzed or burnt, its Marvel Scale activates and its defense goes through the roof. If you want to make a physically defensive one, you can attach a Moringa Berry to it, and its special defense goes through the roof. It's got base 100 special attack, which is nothing to sneeze at either. It's not like the greatest thing in the world, as it is kind of a defensive tank and a bulky water, but you can still hit stuff pretty hard with base 100 special attack. Marvel Scale and Competitive will be coming in useful this year. I plan on using Competitive probably a little bit more than Marvel Scale if I see an Intimidator, and I plan on using that Competitive boost to the best of my ability. Next up, we have RHyperior. Sorry, it was not appearing on my screen. Next up we have RHyperior. As you can probably tell, I'm using like slides, and this stupid thing is like, hey, lightning rod isn't a word, but it is, so oh well. And I forgot to fix that before we started the video, but oh well. RHyperior here has base 115 HP, 130 defense, 140 attack. The thing is an absolute monster, especially under Trick Room. Gets Rock Slide, gets Earthquake, gets Fire Punch, has access to all the punches, I believe. Protect, it can hit hard, it can hit fast under Trick Room. It's a very fun mon to use, especially under Trick Room, because it just abuses Rock Slide and Earthquake the entire time, especially with like Cresselia as its partner. You can just sit there and Earthquake everything to death, which I think would be very fun to do. I mean, its special defenses are terrible, so I mean, it dies to like a Scald. It literally, like, a bubble could be blown at it and it'll probably faint, to be completely honest with you. But it does get access to Lightning Rod, which I don't anticipate using unless I'm planning on running a cheeky set with like Lightning Rod ring target or something, like special RHyperior for God's sakes. But Solid Rock is a very good ability to have, especially with the defenses and the HP stat that RHyperior has. Next up we have Scizor, base 130 attack with Technician, access to Bullet Punch, access to Bug Bite. Those two things are stab, get boosted by Technician, and hit very hard. Choice Band Scizor is a very fun thing to use, especially against Cresselia, as Choice Banded Bug Bite one-shots most Cresselias, and I have Cresselia, so I don't even need to worry about that, and that is one thing that I am completely happy about. But I do need to deal with stuff like Weaviles and Togetic and Togekiss and Sylveon, and Bullet Punch is going to do that wondrously. It's one of the best priority mons in the game, and I love having it on my team. Scizor also is on my Scrappy Skirmish team, so I have like 3/6 of my Scrappy Skirmish team on my team, and I love that. So I have a lot of comfortability with the mons that I have. So I'm actually blessed that I was able to get Scizor here. Lefties, Life Orb, Choice Band, I mean even Appa or Akaberry, I think it is, to like prevent super effective fire attacks, which, I mean, it's gonna probably go down to a fire attack regardless because its defenses are booty compared to its HP. So I mean, it's a good mon. It's a good singles mon, it's a good doubles mon, and I look forward to Scizor getting some useful kills this year. Finally, in the regular Pokemon section, we have Umbreon. Now, I don't know how often I'm going to use Umbreon, because I don't really know how to use Umbreon in like a VGC style yet, but I know it's another defensive monster. As you can see on the screen, 95 HP, 110 defense, 130 special defense. Its attack isn't that great, but it does have stuff like Moonlight and Wish and Foul Play, which can come in useful. And in 4th gen I get access to Sucker Punch, but I can't use that here, obviously. So it's got some versatility. It can Baton Pass, it can Curse. So I do like the versatility of it. It's just a matter of it getting set up and me being able to use it correctly. Now, before I move on, we do have 2 Megas on our team, and both of them have something special up their sleeve. But I do need to clarify that the owner of the league, Tyler Phantom Ace, has confirmed to me that we can use Gen 5 moves in this season. Next season we'll be going to straight VGC 16 rules, but for this season he is allowing us to use Gen 5 moves. So when I say these moves, please don't hate in the comments or something. I do not plan on using these, using at least one of the moves too often. But as for the other one, I'm happy that I got confirmation that we can use 5th gen moves in this league. So we have Megabit. This was the second Mega that we had. Most of the teams had 2 Megas. I only had 1. I only had the Blastoise, and I wanted to pick up another Mega. So naturally I picked up Megabit. I've been using Megabit a lot in the RU series, Bro series, and I like the way it has Prankster Destiny Bond, Knockoff, Sucker Punch, Prankster Will-O-Wisp. It's got a lot of fun moves to use, especially with Prankster. It hits hard, it's fun to use, it's got Gunk Shot. In 5th gen it gets Cotton Guard, so I mean Prankster Cotton Guard can be a thing this year, maybe, probably not, because I don't like using Cotton Guard, especially with like that base 75 defense it's got there, but you know, it is what it is. So that's Megabit. There's really not much else to say about it that I haven't said in my RU series. Hits hard. Got Prankster. Prankster Destiny Bond is definitely going to be a thing that happens this year, I hope. And we'll see where it goes. And finally, the last member on our team, Mega Blastoise. Got Mega Launcher. Base 125 special attack. Access to moves like Scald, Water Pulse, Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Aura Sphere, gonna hit hard. Even if this thing only has like one move set, it's got like Protect, Scald, it's Scald for burns, Ice Beam. It's got base 120 defense, base 115 special defense, and 105 attack. Base 78 speed. Will be able to hit under Trick Room most of the time first. It's just a good mon. And in Gen 5 there was an event in Japan where it gets Follow Me. Thank you. I get to use Follow Me Mega Blastoise in a league in a VGC format. I have been wanting to use this for about 6 months now, and finally the opportunity has fallen into my hands, and I could not be more grateful about it. But without further ado, guys, this was kind of a different video. I did like doing like the draft analysis, but this is kind of like my second take of this, because like I said, like the first time I tried to record something, the microphone was a little bit too close to my mouth, so like it was getting like puffs of air and stuff that I didn't really care for in my recording. So hopefully there's not too much of that in my in this recording. I know there's probably going to be some. I can't really do too much about it. I apologize. I'm still working out the kinks with OBS and with YouTube and with recording and stuff like that. If you guys do have any suggestions for sets that I could use with these mons, please leave them in the comment section below. If you guys want to root for the Providence Brursarins, and I do look forward to having some showdown battles on my channel for this league in the future. So look forward to those as well. So, guys, without further ado, I'm going to wish you guys a good day. I wish you guys a best rest of the day. And what is this outro? I am so sorry. I wish you guys a good day, and I will see you guys next time.